my brewing journey started in China.
Okay.
Yeah, so I lived in China for like 6 years, and I started home brewing there. Obviously, you can understand the ease of access to equipment is a big plus. Like even on the homebrew scale, equipment there is dirt cheap. Ingredients are a bit more expensive, but they were easy to come by. So started home brewing, and then the virus really hit hard, and I started looking for places around. So basically, going to brew pubs, to contract breweries, and then just make beer and sell it to bars without really being a legal entity. But there was it was permissible in China to do these kind of things, to just start a hobby as a hobby and then expand it, and then you have the opportunity to test it as a hobby, selling. And then, well, my wife is Romanian, and we were thinking about taking our little venture. I mean, it started to be too much for my balcony, and then we decided to take our venture somewhere else, and then we decided to come to Romania. So we moved to Romania last year, October, so basically 6 months ago. And as soon as I could, I got a distribution license, and I started nomad brewing, gypsy brewing. For us, Romania is just a starting point. I mean, we would love to continue this nomad brewing thing, and I would also love to brew in other countries in Europe. So it's not about being in Romania. It's just a place where I started from, and then hopefully I'll be able to brew maybe in Spain, maybe in France. There are a few ideas I'm following right now. Nothing concrete, but we had to start somewhere. I am trying to explore my heritage and beers that could have been traditional if brewing existed in Morocco, but then since it didn't exist, I'm trying to imagine what beers would have happened 2 centuries ago, and I'm trying to make something inspired from that. Okay, so basically, I'm using ingredients that are used a lot in Morocco. For example, mint, wormwood, spices with coffee. It's something we always mix, and so this is the kind of stuff I try to bring. It's obviously a huge risk because many of these things are weird mixtures, but that's also along with our branding is also one way we try to be. For example, one of the drinks we drink in Morocco a lot is mint tea. So mint and green tea with a lot of sugar, but I try to skip that part. Mint and green tea, and sometimes other herbs. So I made a pale ale using a bit of mint, a bit of green tea, and it surprisingly worked in Romania. I mean, people like it. I had nightmares this beer will never sell, but then it just